Pokemon virus. Just think about it. Words leave you coughing, flow leave you wheezing, sneezing. That just proves I'm colder than a sneasel. Pass me.
Hello, RonnRetrobro here. Give you another Pokemon X and Y battle. And today it is against my friend Nathan. So we decided to go with a UU battle, and he has Darmanitan, which I'm sure is Choice Scarf. Weezing, people usually like to play the Pain Split set with, or sometimes they even Assault Vested, but they usually don't run the same spread I run, because that's a specialized set that I did myself. So it will be an issue, but not as much of an issue if it's Assault Vested to that degree. Florges is always wall installed, no matter who plays it, but a lot of people don't dual tank it like I do, so I can definitely wreck it from the physical side, so that's good to know, since I'm actually running Donphan today. Also, he has Jolteon. Jolteon hits real hard and is very quick, but is very frail. Something else that Donphan may be able to catch, providing I get out the Sticky Web. Hydreigon hits very hard, but is very frail too, but it's Choice Scarf, so that makes it real trouble. And then we have Trevenant, which is a huge problem thanks to that Harvest ability. Hopefully it's not the Substitute set, because the Substitute set is always a huge problem. And hopefully it's running Citrus Berry over Lumberry, because if it's running Citrus Berry over Lumberry, I can Toxic it with Shuckle, giving me a better shot to take it out. So now that we did the tell the tape, let's go ahead and set up how we want to do this. We're obviously going to start with Shuckle first, but I'm still looking at how I want to use the rest of my teammates in this particular matchup. I'm thinking Shuckle for Trevenant, obviously. If I can get Donphan out before Jolteon comes in, then I'll be okay. That way I can take a HP Ice, have this 30, Rock Solid, and go for my weakness policy sweep that I'm trying to do. But if he's out first, because he has HP Ice, that will be a problem. So I would have to also think of another way to take him. So he did start with Trevenant, that works perfectly fine. He's probably going to predict me to Stealth Rock or Sticky Web first, so let's go ahead and Toxic. Now, if he's the Substitute set, I'm in trouble here because I'm going to miss and waste a turn. But if he was the Substitute set, I would still at least put out the hazards before I switch. And luckily for me, it doesn't look like he's the subset because he Horn Leeched first. So now that we got the Toxic on him, let's go ahead and start by putting up our Sticky Web. Another really nice advantage we have here is he has no Rapid Spinner on his team. And since he has no Rapid Spinner on his team, we can set up these traps really well. So, let's see here. Sticky Web actually does a lot of work to the team, especially with what we're running. I mean, first we have Exploud. You guys already know how that Choice Specs Boom Burst sweep works. Then we have Donphan. And we actually have Delphox in our team too. So, quite a lot of decent sweepers, providing they go first. There's a lot of different angles I can do in this particular match. So, he went ahead and went into the Jolteon. I knew I'd eat that just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and Stealth Rock. At this point, we're going to predict that he Thunderbolts again, or possibly even Volt Switches, predicting that I'll go for a Toxic. So let's go ahead and go into Donphan. We're resisted being ground, and he'll probably want the HP Ice, so we'll Rock Solid from there. And if he doesn't want the HP Ice, we still Rock Solid it for the speed. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. As predicted, he didn't predict Donphan, we weren't affected by it, and now we can easily Rock Solid. So let's go ahead and do so. Now, assuming he switches, which he just showed he did, what would he go into? Okay, so Trevenant's his choice. Okay, so Trevenant has Horn Leech. which actually hits very hard, and it'll activate my weakness policy. That's perfectly fine. Let's hope he goes ahead and does it. I also have poison jab here, so let's go ahead and go for that too. Come on, give me that horn leech. You give that to me and get this weakness policy set, I can go ahead and try to set up for this sweep. And that's definitely what I want right now. Nope, he decides to leech seed. Not good, not good. Leech seed's gonna take some HP, and now I no longer have sturdy, so setting up for the sweep is not really possible right now, unfortunately. Being 4 times effective to grass and ice, I can't afford to take a hit right now, so I'm going to have to switch. But what do I want to go into for Trevenant is the question. I don't want to go into Delphox in case he carries the Shadow Claw. So let's go ahead and go into Exploud. I have Scrappy on it, I can Boom Burst it. Will-O-Wisp does not bother me because I'm a special attacker, so let's go ahead and put in this work. So I'm assuming with the amount of damage he took, he's probably not going to want to switch into a Boom Burst with anybody, because, well, no one really takes Boom Burst well, especially if you're still choice spected. But no, he actually did decide to switch, and I forgot that he had Florges, and Florges is a really good special wall, so he'll actually be okay. Woo! Exploud, that is why I love you. I did not know you could hit Florges that hard. It is a special wall that practically eats everything. You hit it for that much? I could kill you with another Boom Burst from there. 2? Only 2? That is not bad at all. But he decided to protect for extra health. Now, considering I just saw how much I took out there, I'm assuming another Boom Burst would kill. At the same time, it may have just been that I hit from the high end of the spectrum with the Boom Burst. So if I hit from the lower end of the spectrum, then he's obviously going to live to hit. Either way, I think it's still worth taking another shot. So let's go ahead and fire off again. And yep, it shows that I hit him from the higher end of the spectrum because he actually lived through that. And he's knocked down my special attack, so I'm gonna have to switch because the burn's gonna take out 12 HP too. Only leaves me with a very little bit, well, more than 12 HP obviously, because I dropped down to 5 HP. So let's go into something that can hit him physically at this point and go ahead and get it out of the way. But what do I want to go into for Florges is the question. So I assumed he was going to protect there, and he did. So at this point now, considering he's under Sticky Web, I can easily hit him with an EQ. So let's go ahead and get him out of the way. His next decision will probably be Jolteon, unfortunately, because I believe Jolteon outspeeds even under Sticky Web when it comes to Donphan, and now that I don't have Sturdy, Hidden Power Ice is going to destroy me. Only problem is in this situation with the Pokemon I have available and the fact that Jolteon outspeeds all of them, I can't switch into anything. So if he makes the smart choice of using Jolteon, I'm going to have to make the smarter choice of allowing him to kill it with HP Ice. And sure enough, he made the smart move. He went into Jolteon. So at this point now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and let Donphan die. HP Ice is 4 times effective, and I'm assuming he's choice specs. and he's taking a while to decide. So I guess he's under the impression that I may outspeed under Sticky Web, and he's not too sure if he would. And there it is. What? I actually survived that? Don't know how I managed to do that, but okay, he's Life Orb, so that's why I lived through it. Had he been Choice Specs, that would have killed me, but because he's Life Orb, I lived with just a little bit of health since I am naturally bulky. So now the weakness policy is set up, but I don't have a rock polish, so it really doesn't matter. Darmanitan may be under Sticky Web, but he's Choice Scarf, so there's no way I'm beating this thing. And no one wants to switch into a Darmanitan Flare Blitz. So let's just go ahead and let Donphan go down. It's not too big of an issue considering he took out the Jolteon, especially in a situation where a normal Choice Spec set would have killed me. So for Darmanitan, we can easily take him out with Mega Blastoise. That nice and clean Water Pulse. And if I remember correctly from the rest of his team, he doesn't have anything that will handle that too well. So, whether he switches or not, someone's not going to be happy taking a Water Pulse from this Mega Launcher here. So let's go ahead and hit him with that clean Water Pulse. He didn't switch, and it cuts through him like butter. So let's see what his decision is now. He decides to go into Trevenant. I really don't understand why. Under Sticky Web, I'm definitely going first. He's poisoned, and Stealth Rocks are up too. So I'm going to go ahead and go for that Ice Beam. Wow, he lived through that? Well, Horn Leech isn't going to kill me. I'm way too bulky to die from a single Horn Leech. I know that for a fact. So I'm still going to kill it either way. But I'm still just stunned that I actually, well, didn't kill with that Ice Beam there. I didn't think Trevenant was that bulky. Especially since it's coming from a Mega Blastoise. I mean, it doesn't get the Mega Launcher boost, but the huge boost and special attack alone normally is enough for most opponents. So that's what I was expecting there. Okay, so he put out Hydreigon. It's gonna go first because it's Choice Scarf, obviously. So let me go ahead and Ice Beam. I honestly thought that Dark Pulse would have killed me. Just shows the amazing bulk of Mega Blastoise. The fact that I actually got that Ice Beam off and it didn't kill me works wonders. So at this point now, I can really go into anyone to kill Hydreigon. Well, not anyone. Exploud wouldn't be fast enough because he's flying and he's not under Sticky Web. So the best choice here, I want to say Delphox wouldn't be a good choice either in this situation. I mean, it's Choice Specs, but it's not going to outspeed a Choice Scarf Hydreigon. So who do I want to go into here? Braviary will actually be a really good choice now that I've thought about it, because I just remembered that this isn't the Bandit set that I normally run on Showdown, but my Choice Scarf set. Now, I knew I obviously wasn't going to go first as far as going on Hydreigon, but it's still naturally bulky, so I'll get rid of it. And because I'm Choice Scarfed, I'll outspeed the next Pokemon he puts out. So for that reason, Braviary is a good choice. I'm just going to go ahead and go for Brave Bird right here, because I don't exactly remember what his last Pokemon is, and I feel like going for Superpower is just way too risky. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to sweep with Braviary though, because his first Dark Pulse flinched me, which stopped me from attacking. So with this little bit of health and the recoil I took, there's no way I'm sweeping with Braviary here. So he goes into Wheezing. This thing is a physical wall, so it's more than likely just going to completely eat up this Brave Bird I'm about to do to it. But we're going to go ahead and go for it anyway before we die. Ooh, and that hit a lot harder than I expected. So, I don't know, like, is he not running a physical wall Eevee spreader here? Well, he showed Sludge Bomb too, and Black Sludge. I don't know, it doesn't feel like he's a physical wall if he got hit that badly. I mean, I know Braviary hits hard, but it doesn't hit that hard against a Wheezing from what I remember. My Exploud is a sweeper set, so because it is a sweeper set, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than this thing. And it looks like I am. Great game, Nathaniel. You played really well. That match actually could have went either way. There was just a few moves that you made that gave me pretty decent opportunities that I took advantage of. If you guys like these type of matches, just like, comment, subscribe. Also, let me know in the comment section maybe some teams you would like for me to use, maybe some interesting ones you would like to see me try to showcase. And keep in mind that if it's reasonable, I will do so. So if the coverage of the team and the synergy is not too good, I won't. But if it is, I will give it a chance. And as usual, I am RetroBro, and I'm signing out.